Hey everybody, Ross Givens here. Now, most of you know I'm a pretty big golf fan. I watch a good bit of golf. I live on a golf course. And one of the most popular segments anytime there's a tournament on is what's in the bag. What every amateur wants to know is what are the pros using? What's in their bag? And this relates to trading a lot. I want to show you kind of what's in my bag and the tools I use depending on the conditions in the market. Now, if you're not familiar with the game of golf, it's fairly simple. You're trying to get the ball in the hole in as few shots as possible. But you know that if you watch golfers, not out there with one club, they're out there with a bag, usually 13, 14, 15 clubs. And that's because depending on the situation dictates the tool they're going to use. If they're on the tee box, they're going to use a driver. If they're in a sand trap, they're going to use a wedge. If they're on the green, they're going to use a putter. Well, the same thing goes with the markets. Now, generally, I'm a stock and option trader. Stock and options are the tools I generally use to make money in the market. But this morning I woke up to a bunch of alerts on my phone letting me know the president of the United States had tested positive for COVID. Now, anytime news like this happens, the markets are going to panic. Panic means volatility, and volatility dictates a new tool. So this morning, I immediately opened up my futures account. Now, I was trading futures a lot back in March and April and May. We had the wild volatility after the coronavirus sell-off, and I knew we'd have some again today, so I fired up the account, which I haven't traded in months, and here it is. Now, I began selling this morning. The market actually showed strength. I continued to sell into that strength. And the sell-off we got around that 10:30, 11 a.m. time frame, I cut it off and had a profit right here, as you can see, about $1,481. Now, this is only a $10,000 account, okay? So if you're trying to make $1,500 in a $10,000 account using stocks or options, you're going to have a hard time doing that in a couple of hours. That's because stocks and options are not the tool to trade a volatile morning. Most traders are going to specialize in one market or one time frame. They're going to have a go-to tool. Maybe you're a day trader, maybe you're a swing trader, maybe you're a long-term trader looking out 3, 5, 10 plus years. You might prefer futures, you might prefer stocks or options or cryptocurrencies or Forex or whatever it may be. But I think it's important that all of us have multiple tools in our bag. We need to know when the environment is rich for one type of trading and when you need to shelf that approach and shift to something different. And today is an example of doing just that. Now, in my experience, day trading is by far the hardest way to make money. I've worked with thousands and thousands of day traders for the last 12 and a half years, and I can count on one hand the number I know who do so profitably on a consistent basis. And the reason is simple. The shorter the time frame, the harder something is to predict. Look, if I asked you to give me the names of 5 stocks that are going to be higher 10 years from now, odds are you'd be right 5 out of 5. If I told you to give me 5 stocks that would be higher a year from now, you'd probably be right on 3 of them, maybe 4. A quarter from now, a little harder. A month from now, a week from now, much more difficult. If I told you to give me 5 stocks going to be higher tomorrow, it's pretty much a crapshoot. The longer the time frame, the easier it is to predict the action. Now, the majority of my trades end up being swing trades, I've found to be kind of my sweet spot. I look for things to capitalize on over anywhere from 1 to 3 month period. This is the approach I've taken with the Insider Report since 2017. We've had phenomenal success and closed out gains as high as 1,091%. It's the same approach we began taking with my new service, Precision Volume Alerts, where we just took profits on a stock that jumped 46% in the first month using my volume-based approach. Now, you may find an even shorter time frame works better for you. You may discover that a longer time frame works best for you. Warren Buffett is a terrible swing trader, but over the decades, he's a phenomenal stock picker. He found his sweet spot, and he found the tool that worked best for him. But make no mistake, when time calls for it, Buffett pulls a different club out of his bag. In the 2009 economic crisis, when stocks were falling, he didn't just buy stocks, he also sold billions of dollars worth of put option contracts. That's right, derivatives, stock options. The things he preaches are weapons of economic mass destruction. He knows that different environments call for different approaches, and he uses those accordingly. Now, I don't know what instrument or even what time frame is going to work best for you. What I can show you is what works best for me. And it's what I've been using for more than 10 years with a lot of success. If you want to learn more about my approach, click the link below and watch my free on-demand training video where I walk you through the ins and outs of my trading methodology. I'll show you what I've learned over a career of trading to be the best buy signals, the best sell signals, and how to capitalize on those to achieve the greatest percentage returns. So go ahead right now and click that link and watch this free on-demand training. I promise it'll be worth your time.